Santa Maria, hindi dapat mangialam ang Korte Suprema sa internal dispute ng Senado. Una nang naghain ng petisyon si Attorney Israelito Torion na kumukwestiyon sa pagka-presiding officer ni Senador Chis Escudero. At makakausap po natin ngayon UP Department of Political Science Professor Jean Franco. Professor Jean, magandang gabi po sa inyo at maraming salamat sa oras.
Magandang gabi, Pinky. Magandang gabi rin sa mga nanonood.
Kayo naman po ang tatanungin ko para po sa inyo, ano yung mga naging significant developments o arguments sa unang bugso ng impeachment trial ngayong linggo?
Well, syempre ipinapakita nito yung kahalagahan ng impeachment, lalong-lalo na yung pinag-uusapan nila, no, yung Article 4 na grave threats. Kasi alam mo, beyond the legal opinion of lawyers, gusto ko ring malaman ng mga nanonood na alam mo ang threat sa president, kaya siya kaya siya naging impeachable offense kasi yun potential na betrayal of public trust. Kasi siya ang presidente, whether si BBM yan or hindi, whether binoto mo or gusto mo o hindi, simbolo siya ng bansa. At kapag meron kang threat sa presidente, ibig sabihin, dinidestabilize mo yung bansa, no? In fact, sa ibang bansa, mag-threaten ka lang sa Facebook, talagang inaaresto na yan.
Professor, para ho ba sa inyo, importante yung dalawang salita na ginagamit na either it was conditional or absolute, ito pong threat?
Kasi ang pagkakaalam ko, ang sa impeachment, 'di ba, hindi naman siya talagang legal court, no? Kaya nga may yung mga political in nature siya, no? Kailangan lang ipakita na talagang merong betrayal of public trust para matingnan, no, kung talagang yun nga ang pwedeng mangyari, yung maging verdict ng mga senator judges based on the evidence that were provided.
Meron ho ba kayong hinanap doon sa first 3 days na hindi po nangyari?
Hindi ko lang maisip na medyo napakabigat nung paratang, no, sa vice presidente, pero yung defense parang medyo hindi pa sanay, no? Hindi pa sanay, no? At least from a lay person's perspective, yun ang nakikita ko, no? Yung isang defense lawyer medyo hindi pa sanay sa ganung kalakalan, no, sa impeachment trial.
At base sa inyong nasubaybayan, sino pong nakakalamang so far?
Yung prosecution. Kasi unang-una napaka-powerful nung sinabi, no, yung introductory statement ni Representative Luistro, no? At syempre yung mga paulit-ulit na pag-play nung video, syempre mariremind sa mga tao, no, na karamihan naman napanood 'yon.
Okay, assessment ninyo at ano ang inyong inaasahan sa susunod na linggo? We have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Sa Monday, andun pa rin po yung isang taga-NBI at meron pong balita na posibleng magkaroon ng surprise witness, pero ito pa rin po ay may kaugnayan sa Article 4 doon po sa grave threats.
Alam mo, dapat lahat tayo magmanman at mapanood ito, no? Dahil makikita mo naman, every step of the way, pinakikita naman ng Senado na talaga binibigyan nila ng due process, no? Si VP Sara Duterte, no? Yung ang napanood na ng buong sambayan ng Pilipino, kailangan pang sabihin kung authentic ba yon o hindi. Tapos, no? Talagang, bagamat hindi perpekto yung demokrasya natin, at least we know that at long last, it's already working, no? Itong mga nakaraang 3 araw. Kasi pinapakita rin ito na, alam mo, hindi naman mahalaga kung sino yung namumuno. Kailangan, mas mahalaga kung paano siya namuno, no? Kung siya ba ay meron pang tiwala sa kanya ang taong bayan o wala na. So, kaya tayo may impeachment trial.
Ano naman po, as a last question, ang iyong siguro pananaw doon sa mga naging pagtatanong ng mga senator judges? Do you think they were fair?
Magandang tanong yan, Pinky. Ang napapansin ko lang ngayon, kasi nagtrabaho rin naman nga ako sa Senado for your dad, no? parang wala ng collegiality ang mga senador ngayon sa isa't isa, no? Parang medyo may ano na, no, may mga parang parinig, no? So parang sana wag na lang ganon, no? Wag na lang ganon kasi nalalagyan ng drama yung dapat seryosong usapin, no? Siguro talagang ganun lang talaga yung extent ng polarization nila kaya may mga ganong parang mga implied na mga bangayan.
SOCMED accounts that would make you a little bit knowledgeable when it comes to SOCMED?
Yes, sir.
What is your account? What is your social media account? If
I have an account in Facebook,
Facebook.
in Instagram,
Okay.
in X.
X. So that means pretty much you're a little bit familiar with Facebook, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. There were concerns, Mr. Witness, whether the videos presented yesterday are AI generated or authentic. So are you experienced enough analyzing whether a video is AI generated or authentic?
Yes, Your Honor.
What makes you say that?
Based on my experience, Your Honor, and the video itself, it's 2 hours long. Normally, an AI-generated video will only last a short second, sir.
So the video that was presented yesterday, where we saw the VP was saying something or talking to that effect. Did you do something, or what kind of system did you observe or follow to ensure whether that video was AI generated or authentic?
Based on personal observation, sir.
Personal observation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, a few more questions. Therefore, will you be able to say that the video presented yesterday were AI generated or authentic?
The video presented today is what it is being seen on the Facebook, sir.
Okay. So based on your affidavit, you mentioned that the NBI subpoenaed some members of the media who are participants of the online press con on November 23, 2024, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And subsequently, you said that you questioned and investigated these persons regarding the conduct of that press con. So based on what you gathered from your investigation, so I have a few questions, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who set up the press conference?
Based on our interview, sir, it is the Office of the Vice President, sir.
So it wasn't spur of the moment? Press con?
I can't confirm, sir, but it's the response of the media personnel that we interviewed.
Okay, who invited the participants?
If my memory serves me right, it's JC Kahinihinan, sir.
Okay, who is JC?
Staff of the Office of the Vice President, sir.
Okay. Who are the participants? And how many participants were there, if you can remember?
As far as I remember, it's at least 40.
40. Okay. Were there mainstream media or anybody from the broadsheets at that time?
There are, sir.
There were.
Yes, sir.
Do you know how many? Approximately, give or take?
We have the one that we have issued subpoena, sir. At least 6, sir.
6. Okay. What was the reach of the video on that very day? Like how many views on that very day, and then a few days later? Were you able to observe that?
I can't remember, sir.
You can't remember. Okay. How did it spread? O paano kumalat sa SOCMED yung videos that was presented yesterday, as far as you know, when you did an investigation?
It became trending, sir.
It became trending. And my last question is, kasi in-establish dito is inciting to sedition on top of yung sa sinasabing grave threat. Ano yung mga comments na napansin mo doon sa video? Can you give us an example?
One of the comments, because on the video November 23, there were mentioned about people power when asked a question by Princess Maui.
Oh.
And the Vice President agreed, and ang laban ay wala sa EDSA, nasa Malacanang, and there are responses from the comments, but it's not documented. That is agreeing, sir.
No further question, Mr. Presiding Officer.